Okay, sir. Okay.
Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. Anything else you others want to ask before we move on? All good, guys? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up, please? All right. Thank you, Pratik. Your image is still very blurry, but yeah, thank you so much. All right. I saw a lot of thumbs ups. Muhammad, Manoj, Jaskreet, Manoj, Ibrahim. All right. Good. Sahas. Okay. Shama. Okay. All right, guys. So that's good. Gautam, Bhaskar. I think I am not able. I was not able to read everything. Gautam. All right. Good. So let's just give a small brief of what happened in the last class so that all of you are up to the content. Okay. So I explained about the project, right? So let me open up the project details so that will quickly cover it. Another 5 minutes, we'll quickly cover it. Okay. So this is the project, correct? This is the first project which I have given you. Now there are two things which you can do. One is either you can choose the project from the wireframes which you are seeing. Okay, from the not this, from the wireframe samples which you are seeing. Okay, um, I think my mic is a little out. Okay, so these are the wireframes, correct? So you can either choose from this. Okay, you can you're like, hey, I like this wireframe, so let me do the project on this. I like this wireframe, let me do the project like this. I like this wireframe, so let me do it here, right? Choose any of it. Okay, if in case you're like, hey, I didn't like any of these wireframes, I want to go ahead with my own project. Okay, you can choose from any of these topics. Okay, and you can use the if you're using any of these topics, right? And if you are using any of these wireframes, there are few things which you have to understand what is mandatory. Okay, one is the heading. I mean, there are few tags which you have to use at any cost. Okay, where you use it, how you use it, it's up to you, because you are the designer or the developer at the end of the day. Correct. So heading tag is a must. That especially the heading h1 is the must at any cost. Either if you are using wireframes, you use it in the headline. Let me open up one wireframe. So you can either use it here. You can keep this as h1, and the remaining all you can h2 or paragraph, whatever you want to do, right? But h1 is mandatory. H2 at least twice you have to use it. That means either you can use it here, right? Here, somewhere here, right? But for one web page, it is always only one h1 tag. You cannot use more than h1 tag for one web page. Okay, I hope I am clear with this. Never use more than one h1 tags anywhere in the website. Sorry, anywhere in the web page. If this is the one page, no. For example, let's go to a random page. Hmm, let me open up. Okay, let me open up this particular website. If it doesn't exist. Okay, let's open up this page, or let me open up Camplin only. You'll be able to understand better. Okay, so anywhere in the website, okay, that is this is one full page. Okay, you have to have only one heading. Sorry, only one h1 file anywhere. Okay, if I go here in this page also, there's only one h1 tag. Right, that is the hierarchy you have to maintain. All right, h2 you can use as much as you want, h3 you can use as much as you want, but only one h1 tag at any cost. Okay, next is paragraph. Make sure you're using
So it is
paragraph.
compulsory to use only one.
Yes,
We cannot use two or three. We can
in the
change the
same
class to the yeah
in
in
the
the
same
same
in the same
yeah
page. No,
because there is more than 4 or 5 templates so that's why.
you can use the font size. Okay, and this is a standard. What I'm telling you, this is not something which I am making a mandatory. No,
Okay, okay.
anywhere you go, there is always going to be any website you go only one h1 tag. That is mandatory. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and again, I am not telling this. This is what any
Mhm.
developer would follow at any cost. Okay,
Okay.
that is the reason use only one height. And yes, for the other remaining things like this is a very big, right? So you can use font size and try to match the sizes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so that is
Thank you.
something very mandatory. Okay,
Thank you.
yes, yes. So next is paragraph. Use a division tag, section tag, and span tag whenever, wherever you feel it is necessary to. Okay, and use a navigation tag if you are using your own, a website. In the wireframe, there is no, menus involved, so you can skip if you are using wireframes. If you unlist or list any of these tags, you can use it here and there. You can definitely use it either in a form, either if you're creating a list or if you're trying to create, let's say, some type of something like this you want to create, right? Anything like this you can definitely use. Okay, so make sure you're definitely using somewhere you'll find some other place to use list tags. Okay, next is image tag. Yes, somebody has something. Okay, next is
Uh,
image tag. Mm-hmm.
you
Yes,
can
Gaurav.
collab the wireframes that you have given the three projects.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, come again.
Sir, can we collab the wireframes?
You want to collab?
Uh,
I didn't understand. What do you mean by collab? You want to do it with somebody
that
else?
no, no, no. That we have given the wireframes, three wireframes. No, so can I take the one template from there and second template from second one?
Uh no, no. You
Okay.
can if you feel that hey, that template is nice for this content. Okay, but 90% of the time, I'm assuming that you will do the exactly how the wireframe is. Okay, see the reason I'll tell you.
Okay, sir.
It's very okay. When as a developer, okay, especially when you are asked to develop a website from scratch, you will get a wireframe. The end. You have to design exactly like that, and that's the same thing I'm telling you also to do, right? I can easily say, yeah, there is no problem. You can go ahead mismatch, match, this section, that section, and you can do. But in reality, when it comes to actually making a website, you're supposed to follow only the wireframe which you have given. That is the reason why is because the designer has designed it in that manner. Right? Your job as a developer is not to design it. Right? Your job is to make sure whatever the designer has given you, you have to create it. Okay, and yes, this is a little bit of a tough task in real world scenarios also. For example, some of the designers will make all funky designs and give it to the designer, give it to the developer, and developer will be like, hey, the design looks really good, but practicality it is not good. We cannot do it. Right? This is also something which will come up in the real world scenarios where the design will look amazing. It will have that type of things coming in. This type of JavaScript, animation will be happening. But in the real world, there'll be little places where you'll be like, hey, I don't think this can be implemented in the website, so I will tell the designer to change it. Right? This will happen back and forth in the real world. Okay, but as a developer, you are asked to develop as exactly how the wireframe is. Okay, okay, so let's continue. Let's not waste time. I think again, guys, image you'll have to use, button you'll have to use, form you'll have to use. And coming back to the last thing, that is, how do you submit it? You have to make sure that the file is in the zip file. Everything should be in this folder. Okay, everything, just like this, everything should be in this folder, and all the whatever you're going to be linking, images, everything should be in this folder. Okay, and only then zip it. Okay, don't give any external links out of this folder, otherwise I will not get the output. Okay, okay, and yes, the deadline is 20th. Okay, the deadline is 20th, and 22, yeah, 2 days I think I gave for the correction time. Okay, let's get back. So what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn exactly how to actually optimize your website. And guys, if you do have any questions regarding the project, please let me know in the end of the session. Okay, so let's learn what we're going to be covering today. Okay, let me open up a new boilerplate. Let's keep it class. This is 13th class, so let's keep it as 13th. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to develop a very basic website for now. Okay. That means static website, and we'll actually improve it using CSS. Okay. And we will understand how to make for different devices. That means for mobile, how the website should look, for tablet, how the website should look, for desktop, how the website should look, right? And this is what we're gonna cover today as much as possible. If not, we'll cover it in the next. I think we'll cover the complete thing in this today's session. Okay, let's see. Okay, so first of all, right now there's nothing in the body, correct? There's nothing in the body. So let's write some things and actually make things happen. Okay. So in the body, let's say I actually have two images which I have shared. Have copied. So one is the banner and one is the customer. So these two images will be using in this particular build. Okay. So for that, okay, first thing what I want is a image. Okay. First thing I want is an image, and let me see, this banner is what I want. So I'll keep as a banner, and the alt text I'll keep it as sales. I mean that is exactly, or contact us details. Contact us, contact details. Okay, something like this I'll keep. Okay, so this is the first thing you will see. Let's see if this is actually running. Let's save this. Okay, it's saved. Let's go to live server. Okay, so now the banner is covering the complete web. Okay, let's keep it like that, because we have not added any CSS or anything into it right now. So this is what we are getting currently. Okay, good. So we are the image is being shown. Next, what I want is I want a heading tag. Okay, for that what I do is, okay, let's before the heading tag, let me create a division tag. Okay, a division tag, and let me say that in this division tag I will create a h1 or h2 tag. h1, let's keep it h1 tag. Okay, and I'll say basic hello world. Okay, this is the basic hello world. And next what I'll do is I'll be like, hey, let's create some type of text. So what I'll do, I will add p. Okay, p, and I will generate some text. Okay, you can take lorem ipsum. Excuse me. Let's take some text. Let's go to Google. This is lorem ipsum. Let's generate some text. So I take this text, copy, come back, and I will paste it here. Actually, I'll create two of these. So let me format it properly first. Let's say I create two of these. Copy, paste. Okay. So let's see how the output is. This is the output. Okay, not really that well, but let's keep it simple for now. Okay, and what I'll do is I will also add in, actually let's keep all of these in an article or a division. Okay, I'll keep it in an article tag. I'll explain why I'm doing this in the end as well. Okay, so now this is in the article section, right? And after this, let's say I want to show another division. Okay, so in the same division I'll create another okay, let's not create it, let's not create another division. Let's say in this same division I'll keep another image. That's the second image which I want to use. Okay, what is the second image? It's called the customer. Okay, that's a spelling mistake, but anyways, okay, this is what I want to use, and I'll say about this is about customer use. Okay, so this is the alt text. Okay, let's see if this is showing up. Yes, it's showing up. It's showing the complete win. Okay, that's fine. Now, next, what we'll do, we'll try to create some images. Okay, this is more than enough, I guess. Yeah, okay. So this is what we have currently. Okay, this is this much we have currently. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll create a new CSS folder. Let's call it class style dot CSS. Okay. Now let's link it before we move on. Let me close all of these. Okay. So let's link the file. Okay. I've saved it. So let's go to the CSS file. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will just add a little bit of I'll just remove whatever is there. So what I'm doing is I'll actually remove a little bit of padding or anything which is available, which is giving a little bit of trouble. So what I'll do is margin 0. Okay, it will automatically take pixels, so that's fine with me. Padding also 0. So this will just basically format whatever padding, whatever is there, it will be 0, right? So let's look at the output. So this is how the output is. Okay, very big, very not impressive at all. Okay. Now what we'll do is, wait, we haven't created any classes. So we'll go back and we'll create classes for each of the tags inside the body. Okay. So let's say in the image tag, I'll call this class, okay, as wrapper. Okay. Or wait, I'll call this as image banner because this is a banner image, right? So this is the image banner. And also next I think I'll use wrapper here. Okay, class of wrapper, and also in the article also I'll use a class. Let's call this info. Okay, let's call this info because there's all info inside the article, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So I want to know one thing, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The project which you have given,
Sorry, what?
sir, the project which you have given,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
in that project we have to use only HTML and CSS ना.
Yes. Huh.
JavaScript use नहीं ना करना सर.
No. Again, no.
समझ
Yeah,
गया.
this is only for
बस
static.
HTML और CSS ना सर.
Yeah.
Okay.
HTML or CSS. Okay.
Sir, one thing more I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, sorry sir, I have to leave the class. Now I am not in the situation to attend the class, sir.
Okay, no problem. You can watch the
Okay.
recording and come back.
Okay.
Take a Sahas, right?
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Take
okay,
care.
yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's get back. Okay. So let's keep, okay, and let's not give any, because we already have given, we can directly call the tags. Okay, so this much we'll do. And also for this particular tag, we'll give a class. So put the class in the end. Okay, let's call this image custom. Okay, because using customer. Okay, so now we will use all of these texts and we'll try to create one particular image. I mean, we'll try to shape it for different devices. Okay, let's look at how the output is right now. Okay, this is the output, correct? So let's improve it a little bit. Let's go back to the CSS file. I think we have created one for class, one for wrapper, okay, one for article, and this is not really needed. One for this. Here, yeah, I think we have created almost every class which is needed. Okay, so now what we'll do is the first thing we'll try to do is try to understand how to actually put this content in. Okay, so this, for that, where have we put it? We have, it's in the wrapper. So we'll say dot wrapper. We'll open, yes, I think we use the right, or I don't think, yeah. Okay, so let's put in width is exactly 100% so that everything is falling within the,
Sir,
yes, Boli.
there is this external CSS. No?
Yes, this is external CSS.
We can use external CSS.
Yes, you can. I mean, where? In the project?
Yeah.
Yes, you can definitely use external CSS. Not, that's not an issue.
Okay.
Okay, you can definitely go for it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is what we are going. I think is it showing? Is it working properly? Yeah, there is no error. So let's save and let's see how the width is. Okay. So now it's covered everything, and it is within the. We can give it the same thing for both, but let's change a little bit here and there. Okay. So width we have changed. For what? Only the wrapper. That means whatever is within the content, we have changed it. Okay. So next, let's go to CSS again. Now let's change for the banner. I think
Sir, why you are using article tag?
I'll tell you. Yes, very good question. Who was that? It was
Sindhu
Sai
sir.
Sindhu. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you. Don't worry, Sindhu. I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly why you can use any tag. You can either use article, you can use section, whatever it is. But I'll tell you why I'm using article. Okay. I'll cover all of this and I'll tell you why we are using. Is this the same?
Okay, sir.
Let me copy this. Okay. So yeah, that's the correct name. Okay. What I'll do is I will. Okay. So here's something which I want to just play around with. What I'll do is I will actually, instead of creating the website for our desktop, okay, I will create it for a mobile first. Okay, I'll create it for a mobile device, and we will try to change it accordingly and come back to a desktop. Okay, we'll come in a reverse order. Usually, when you are building a website, you first develop for a website, for a desktop, then to a tablet, and then to a mobile. Correct? But here let's do it in a reverse order. Okay, so let's say I want, this is the image banner, right? So let me see correct where the image is. Yeah, here it is. It's the image banner. So display, I'm like none. I'm gonna save this, and now you can see the banner has disappeared. Okay, why? Because the display option I've given it as none. Correct? That means it is not being displayed right now. Okay, and I will explain what and how you should go ahead if you are designing any type of for different platforms like laptop, sorry, like desktop, like mobile, like tablet. How are you supposed to design it? But let's understand. Let me finish, just implementing few things here, and then we'll come back. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll go for info. I think that is the name which we have given. So info will give it as width equals 1000%. I've saved it. So with this width, yeah, whatever's in the article section, that is the, yes. Okay, that's good. So now we have given it for article section. Okay, now it has covered completely. That means the width was, if you notice again, just I'll tell you what exactly is the difference. Save. Actually, let's bring up the tab here. Okay, so that yeah, this is the mobile width which I will be working with. Okay, so this is how it looks, and let's see how it actually looks with this. Okay, let's move on. Let's put in some. I want to format a little bit of content here because it's too messy here. So let's try to give it a little bit of form. So what I'll do is inside the article. Okay, now this is the reason I'm using article. Okay, you can use actually a section also, you can use whatever. I'm just using article here. The reason I'm using it, I've given a class here and not here. Okay, is because whenever you're trying to use a class, okay, within that class, if you are using any type of tags, you can directly call it here. Like I told info and h1 tag. I can directly give it a little bit of changes. That on a what h1 tag, That means h1 tag which is inside the article section, okay, inside this particular class. If I take this outside, right, it will not activate, it will not work, because whatever the h1 tag is available within the info class is the only thing which will have the following shapes. Okay, let's say I want a little bit of padding for this. Padding, well, let's say 20, let's get 30 pixels. Okay, 30 pixels, and I'll keep 30 pixels here as well, and 20 pixels. Yeah, let's save this. Now this is how you'll look at it for h1, right? So let's change it here and there. Let's also change a little bit of font family. Let's keep it sans serif. Okay. Let the size, I think font is fine. Let's change the color of it. Let's change it to brown. Save. Okay, so let this be. Let's also add in one more property, which I don't think I have explained you. I'll explain this. This is the line height. Okay. Next is we'll try to do something for the paragraph, because paragraph looks very messy here. Correct. Now we did only for the heading. Let's do the same thing for the paragraph. Let me copy this. P. So whatever the P tag I have used within the info, that is the only thing which will be changed, right? So let's copy the same thing here, and we'll change whatever is necessary. Okay, so for padding, let's say I don't want any width on the top, so let me keep it as 0 pixels, and just let this be 30. Let's add another parameter. Let's say this is 20. Okay, this is the width we have given right now. So this looks something like this. Let's change it a little. Okay. So next is we'll keep the line. I think this is where it will come. Yeah. Now this is line height. Okay. So I think the let's change the color so that it is black. Okay. So now this is how the website looks like. Now there's proper division and there's a little bit of uniformity. Okay, let's change other things as well. Let's go for the image what I have. Okay, that is what is the image. That is customer dot. No, the class is img customer. Img customer. Okay, no. Customer. Copy the same name, or you can just copy it. There's R missing here. Okay, so this is for the customer, right? So for the customer, let's keep it very simple. I think this is just because this is an image. Let's make the width.
Yes.
Yes.
Like in padding, why we have used 30 pixels 3 times?
Sorry.
In padding, why we have given them like 3 times, like 0 pixel, 30 and 20.
Acha. Okay. Okay. I think I'll explain this. Interesting question. Who is it? Vedika, right? Okay. Interesting question. Okay. Let me take 5 minutes to explain why I've given this. I don't think I have explained properly. Okay. So within padding, okay, there is something called as properties which the padding has. Okay. Now everybody knows that padding has 4 types of properties. That is top, right? Top, bottom, right, and left. Right? This everybody knows. But I have given 3 here. Correct. Now, what does this mean? That means there are a few things which these things will be using. One, this is just for your information. Okay. But in practicality, when you're using padding, if you're using 3 parameters, that means padding will be given for, let's say I've given 3 parameters, right? The first one will be for top. Okay. Then the second will be right, left, that is, and in the last parameter that is on the bottom. Okay. Now this is the hierarchy which there is. That means if I given 3 parameters here, 1, 2, 3, the first one will be top. Okay. The second one will be left, right and left. The last one will be padding. If in case you are like, sir, let me give another 20 pixels. Okay. Now the hierarchy will change again. Okay. Now the hierarchy will be like something like this. Top, right, bottom and left. Okay. Now this is top, this is right, this is bottom and this is left. Okay. These are the properties inside padding. Okay. So you can use any of these, or you can directly say padding hyphen left, right? Something like this you can directly do, or you can give like this also, like how I have done. Okay.
Clockwise, no, sir.
Sorry, Gaurav. Yes.
Clockwise, no, sir.
Clockwise. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Clockwise. Right. Just how the clock rotates, that's how it works. Okay. Okay. So that was a really good question, Vedika. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's say that. Okay. I think I removed 20 pixels. Okay. Let's keep this for now. This is how the website looks currently. Now the image is also proper because the given width is 100%. Now this is good for all the versions now. Okay. For example, all the different types of versions, you can see everything properly. Correct. Now the image is also looking proper and all that. But we are trying to make it. We're trying to come in the in the reverse direction, right? From the okay. Let me. Okay. Okay. So let's change it accordingly. Let's go to the tablet version now. Okay. And then we'll come back to the laptop version. Okay. For this, you'll have to understand few things first. Okay. When you are looking for a device, you have to understand what is the pixel size of the device. Okay. For this, I think let's open Chrome. I think that will give us proper ideology how it works. Let's say I go to Camfree. Okay. And let's go to website. There's a really good tool which Chrome gives you. It will automatically give you the pixel size. Right? So let's choose a pixel size for iPhone. Okay, so this is the pixel size what we want, right? 375 into 667. Correct. Now this means this is the width and this is the height. Okay. Now what we are trying to do is we are trying to come in a reverse order. That means the next device which we right now the mobile is already optimized. Correct. The mobile for the mobile is already optimized. This is the mobile view. Okay. Looks like the image has turned, but this is the mobile view. Now when we are actually go designing for, let's say, a tablet, let's say any okay, let's go for, no, this is the pixel size here. Okay, so let's say 820 is the device we are trying to optimize for. Okay, let me come back to the code and let's try to optimize for this. Okay, what we will do is, you have to understand there is something called as at media operator. Okay, and within that, let's keep a minimum size. The what? Minimum screen size. So let's say only screen. Okay, and
after 6
there are two parameters. Let's break this down. Okay, and within the bracket we'll keep the minimum requirement what we need. If the device has a minimum width of, I think we'll write it down also, width of, let's say 820 pixels. Okay, whatever we'll be adding inside this particular brackets will be changed. Okay, now what do I mean by that? That means if we go into a, let's bring this into here, let's change like this. Okay, And if we are trying to make the website for, let's say, in this particular width, okay, how are we going to do it? So we have already defined everything what is necessary in the website, correct? That means everything what should be good, what should be bad, everything is already defined in the website, correct? For this, if you want to change for particularly a few devices, all we have to do is we have to copy, let's say, I think I'll show you properly. So let's say I've taken the banner. Now the banner is currently not visible, correct? Let me put the banner here, okay, and say, I actually want to want to actually show the banner. So what do I do? Okay, so I will write something like block. Okay, let's save it. It's not showing because the banner is still not in that width. Okay. So is it saved? Yes, it's saved. Okay, it's not working. Let's see why is it not working. Have we given the parameters here right? Don't give the parameters minimum, okay? Oh, wait, my bad. Minimum width. Okay, now it should work. Minimum width is 820 pixels. Okay, so now it is saved. Let's see if the pixel size changes. Now the banner is back. We'll still edit the banner, right? For example, we'll add the width as 100%. Now the width is 100%, correct? So on and so forth. Now it is optimized. Now if I go back to the mobile version, it's the banner suddenly disappears, right? Just like this, let's add in few more features so that we'll understand. We'll slowly come to a desktop version, right? So this is done for the desktop. Sorry, my bad. For the tablet, right? Any whatever the pixel size is. Okay. So let's say I want to add a little bit of padding in the bottom because I think the heading might, no, it's not going to touch. Okay. So this one thing we have changed. Now let's look at the banner outside the particular column. The outside the particular column says a display is turned off, right? Only when the minimum width of a screen comes to 820, the banner will be displayed. Okay. Now let's move forward. There are a few other things which we can change, right? So first thing is, let's say I want a little bit of wrapper changes also. I think we have used the wrapper, right? So let's open up a wrapper and let's try to copy whatever is already there. So right now the width is 100% and I want it to be 100%. Okay, so I will not put it here and change it. Okay, we will only change what is necessary. That means if I put a width again inside, it doesn't make any sense. If I put width here 100%, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Because it's default set to be 100 width already. Whatever is outside is already a default setting. Okay, only what you want to change, we can change inside this. For example, let's say I want let's change the width itself. Let's change the width in, I want it around 600 pixels. Okay, so this is what I want. And now it's changed into 600 pixels. Okay, we will not be able to visibly see it because the image is actually quite big. Okay, so this one I think also, let's change it. Now it works. Okay, next let's say I want a little bit of margin and I want margin, let's keep it 0. Let's also use something called as auto so that the margin will be automatically set. Okay, so now the reason we are keeping it auto is because auto will automatically censor it. Like whenever there is a little bit of margin issue, it will automatically correct it using the auto property. Okay, so that is the reason auto comes there. Okay, so what else can we change? What else? There's padding here, so let's change the padding. Let's actually copy them. what we want to copy. Let's copy this. Just here, let me format it properly. So let's say I want to change a little bit of changes here. So I don't want all of this, all of this, I want it to be same. Okay, so I will remove it because it's default same. What I want, only the padding, I will try to change it. Okay, so let's say, okay, let's remove this. Let's say I want 20, 0, and okay, let's keep 0. No. Again, 20 on the top, 0 on the left, sorry, right and left, then on the bottom. Okay, so let me say this. So this is the change. Okay, let's say we want to change anything else. I don't think so. I don't think we need anything because it's already looking good. Hit 1, it already looks good. Okay, no problem. Let's move forward. Let's change the paragraph. Let's change the paragraph. So let's copy the paragraph tag. Now what we do is we still want the whole family, the color to be same. So let's remove this. The only thing will change is the padding. Right. So let's say the padding, I think the heading is a little close. So let me give a little padding on the top. Yep. Let's save. Yeah, now the padding is good. The bottom and right. So this is the padding. Actually, let's this is too big. So let's bring it closer. So let's not keep any left and right. Let's keep this as 0. Let's keep the bottom one also as 0. Now bottom one, that means the image will come a little bit up. So let's keep this here. So now this is the output. Okay. I think this is all there is. I don't think we need to change anything for the image apart from it being on the reverse order. I'm not sure why the image is like that. Okay. So this, okay, I think because of the width, because it's in the different, the actual difference between the images, that okay, because of the device. Okay, so what else can we change? I think we can change this is
keep the down image in the media section.
Okay, so let's add a little bit of padding to it. Okay, so let's see, where is this? This is the same thing. So let me bring it down and let's remove width because it's already preset. Let's add padding. And I want only on the top, so I will keep, let's say 20 pixels on the top and 0 pixels bottom and right, on bottom here also. Okay, now okay, this is a little bit of width here. Okay, this is good for the image. Okay, right, now let's do the same thing for a bigger image. Let's actually go up. So now you can see for a desktop, this looks a little odd, right? So let's change it for a desktop. Let's say this is good for a tablet, right? In a tablet version, this looks good, but let's change it for a desktop, right? So if you are going for a desktop, let's go back to code. Let's create the same thing. Okay, let's copy the heading. Here, instead of the minimum width as 800, let's keep it as 1200. Okay, let's keep it as 1000.
सर ये वाली लाइन किस लिए यूज हुई है? @media listing.
Okay, so the reason I am using media only screen is because जब भी आप different devices को change करेंगे, right? For example, we have been changing where is the output? We have been changing the website, right? मतलब phone में ऐसा दिखेगा. In a tablet, it will look something like this. Inside a desktop, it will look something like this. Correct? For this, we have to give different sizes. Correct? And that is where we are using the media screen. Only when the minimum width hits this particular thing, it will change. Otherwise, it will remain the same thing. Okay? That means अगर desktop में minimum width is more than 1200 pixels, then whatever the changes will give, only that will be visible. Okay, and the remaining things will not be visible. For example, the banner, right? We have not given the banner for the mobile device because it doesn't make any sense. Mobile, anyways, it's small. We can't see anything at all. correct? So it is already not showing anything. Only when the minimum width of a screen reaches a limit, the banner will be shown. Okay, that is the reason we are using media only screen with minimum width. You can also use maximum width. Okay, for example, if the maximum width of a device is something like this, whatever changes you want, you can keep it here. Okay, so just like that, you can choose for any pixel or any type of devices. For example, let's open up Chrome. See, this is, let's say I want it for fold. Okay, now the minimum width is 280. Okay, that means जो भी device minimum width या maximum width भी रख सकते हैं. If the maximum width of a device is 280, then only few elements will be visible. बाकी सारा elements will not be visible. That you can choose what element should be visible, what element should not be visible, how the menu should look like, right? All that you can choose. Okay, that is the reason why we are using only screen and the minimum width. Okay, now we have done it for 820. You can, if you want, you can reduce it also. Let's say we want 500. The minimum width of a tablet, if it's 500, then whatever the content I want, it will be shown. That means till here it will be shown. If I go a little more, it will be out. Okay, so now let's create for desktop. Again, we have already created everything. Let's just copy this and only change what is necessary. Okay, let me even format it. Okay, so let's say I want the banner to be visible. This is good. I think this is all well, and I think this is the only thing which I want to change. This is the wrapper, so let's keep it as 1000 or 2000. This will cover the entire, the desktop, the complete desktop. Right now, auto is also fine. Actually, it's already given, so let's remove this. So that will be not needed. Okay, let's see if any padding is necessary. I don't think anything should be changed here. So let's remove this. This will remain the same. Even I think we'll change that now. We'll change the heading also sometimes if we need it. Should we change it? Heading, yeah, it's anyway small, so let's change a little bit of heading here and there. Okay, so let's say I want the heading to be actually proper. So I will give, no, I don't think it's needed, so let's not give this. Next, what we can do for paragraph. Let's say I want to be shown properly. I want actually in the bottom, only the bottom should change. More than enough. Pixel, save. Now let's look at how exactly it will be shown. So this is how it looks. Okay, before this padding, it looked something like this, and only when I changed it, now there's a little bit of difference. Correct. I think the padding, I think we can give a little more here. It's not in the center. So let's bring back the heading tag. Let's give a little bit of padding on the. Yes.
Like I have one doubt, like in website wireframe, you have given, suppose we have one text, we have one section where we have some text and the image on the right hand side, then how to place that? Can
you
you
want
show
to
it?
you want to show, you want me to show how to place the image on the right hand, on the left hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Don't worry,
we
I'll
have
show it to you.
text.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll cover this and I'll show it to you. That is anyways, I'll be showing it to you, so don't worry. Okay. So this is fine. Let's see if the paragraph needs anything else. Paragraph, I think we have already covered. The image, I don't think anything should be changed here. Okay, I think everything is good for the desktop. Okay, apart from the image being very upside down. So where is the code? Yeah, I think this is more than enough. So this is how you exactly change the devices, using. Okay. So again, let's understand one last time, and then I'll cover. It was Yogita's, no, it was Vedika's questions, I believe. Okay. So whatever you are going to be doing, okay, for changing the devices, one is that you're keeping a default setting. Okay, understand, whatever you give here will be a default setting will be applied for whatever device you are trying to connect. If you want to change few things for few devices, only then you create a media and only screen, and you give either a minimum width or a maximum width, minimum or max. Okay, any of one you can definitely use. Okay, and within whatever is the minimum width or the maximum width, it will change accordingly. That means whatever the changes you want to put, only put that changes inside this. The remaining all will remain same. Okay, so this is how you actually make the devices responsive. Okay, this is how you actually make different websites, different for different devices and all that. Okay, again, there is no button, this is actually a banner. Okay, so coming to the positioning of the image, let's actually is it fine if I can Vedika, is it fine if I can show that in the next no, in the next class, because I have the complete thing for the menu where I'll be explaining how the menu should be and how the images should look like. Is that
Okay,
fine?
sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, so I'll actually take that particular question in the next class. I'll explain properly. Okay, all right, so this is with respect to today's class, this is how you can make any device responsive. Okay, okay, any questions? I think we'll take up now regarding any the project work, and this is the final output. Just if I think the image has been tilted for some reason, I'll try to correct.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Will you show us
Sir,
the
can
project?
we rotate an image through CSS?
Sorry. Sorry.
Can we rotate the image by CSS?
The image, yes, you can use it. I just have to position. There's actually positioning which is available. So using that, you can rotate it. Okay. Actually, I'm not familiar with that, but I'll show it to you. For example, right? Yes, you can rotate the image. Okay. I'll show it to you. Don't worry. Yeah. Yes, Pratik.
Sir, will you show us the details for the project? That which website we have to make, the static website and the details?
Okay, fine. I have explained.
Which you were showing earlier.
Okay. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Let me open up the
सर
screen.
जो आपने 10 प्रोजेक्ट्स अलग से दिए हैं उनमें भी सेक्शन डिवाइड करने हैं या सिंपल एक ही वेब पेज बनाना है?
See, the point of that page is for a static page. Okay, that means if you that is the reason I have given full freedom to do how you want it, but only make sure you are using all of those tags. Okay, that is my main priority. Now, if you want to create divisions, you want to create sections, it is up to you. Right? Same thing goes with the wireframes. The main thing about a wireframe, why I was not stressing for CSS, is because you will use the CSS later on to improve the color, to improve the styling of it later on easily.
सर इसमें तो सेक्शन डिवाइड होंगे ना वायर फ्रेम्स में, और इसमें सेक्शन ही डिवाइड नहीं होके दे रहे. डिवीजन टैग भी यूज कर लिया, सेक्शन टैग भी यूज कर लिया, सेक्शन डिवाइड ही नहीं हो रहे.
Section divide नहीं हो रहा. How can it not
नहीं,
divide?
पता नहीं 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 डिवाइड एक ही वेब पेज आ रहा है कंप्लीट.
Okay. Sections मतलब what is your idea of sections? Sections का मतलब क्या है योगिता? Like what is your
मतलब सर जैसे इसमें स्लाइड्स है ना, अलग 5 स्लाइड्स है इसमें, तो वो उस टाइप में वो स्लाइड्स डिवाइड नहीं हो रही, वो पूरा एक वेब पेज आ रहा है. जैसे इसमें हर स्लाइड में अलग अलग कलर है बैकग्राउंड में, तो वो कैसे लगेगा? उसमें तो एक ही बैकग्राउंड कलर लग रहा है पूरे वेब पेज के अंदर.
Okay, that is very simple. That is the reason you use class. एक class बनाओ, दूसरे classes बनाओ, और हर classes को दूसरे background image डाल दो, sorry, background color डाल दो.
So there was a question, why we have used article tag?
Okay. The reason is the reason for article tag okay. Article you can, like I said, you can use the article tag, or you can use the section also here. Okay, you can use anything here, but the reason I used article is very simple. I just it is for the where is this, for this thing. Okay, that means I just wanted to explain why you can use anything. That doesn't really matter.
It not makes any changes in the web page. Okay?
No, like I said, division tag, section tag, and article tag is not really that much different. Okay.
Okay.
The reason why we have so many tags is because just to keep a hierarchy. Okay. And article tag is usually used for documents. Okay, like any blog you want to write, any content you want to show the customer, right? That is the only reason you use article. And what am I doing in this particular thing? I have only kept a text here, right? I have not kept any images inside. I have not kept any fancy things inside, right? That is the only reason I have used article. You can use section also here. You can use a division. You can use span also, right? So it is up to you, not to worry. Okay. The reason article is coming here is because everything is something of a document type. It's like an article. It's like a blog, right? That is the reason it is. I have used article. Okay. Yes. Any other questions?
Article is a
I'm not-
parent no program. H1 and P is the child class. That was something.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Absolutely right. So info is the parent, and H1P, all of that will come under the article or this particular class. So it's the child tags.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Absolutely, sir.
yes.
Sir, instead of article, we could have used section 2. Section
Yes.
tag.
Yes. That's exactly what I said. No, you can use section here also. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Section also can be used, and I told you why we are using article also. No, you can use section here also. No problem. Same. The output will be the same. I've saved it. Yes, it's saved. The output will remain the same. Right. So yes, I think I saw another question. Let me open.
So why the image is rotating?
Even I'm not sure because I have tested it. The image was working fine. I think because of I have actually changed the dimensions of the image. I think that is the reason it's using. Otherwise, the size was proper. No, I think because it's rotated here. I think I've saved it now. Let's save it again. Replace it. The image itself was rotated for somehow. Okay. I think now it should come properly. Yeah, now it's proper. Okay. So yes. Any other questions? Okay, I think I have to read. Sir, we have to implement this in our project. Yes, not now. Okay. Ratnan, not now. Okay. You can, the reason whatever I've given in the wireframe, everything is just static. I don't want you to change it for any other devices right now. That is the reason I said just create as much as possible. Don't go overboard with CSS right now. In the next project, you can go overboard. You can use other elements. You can add animations to it. You can add a little bit of hovering effects to it, a color changes to it. Everything you can do in the next group project, not now. Okay, individually. Your job is to make sure the backbone of the project is proper. Yes.
Sir, like you are showing the 5 PPTs. So the first PPT will be the first section of our static web page.
The first, okay, there are 5 slides here, right? If you can see, there are 5 pages here, correct? This is one section or a division. This is another section or division. This is another section or division. Okay. If I go to the code, I have created one division.
Okay,
here.
like we have to.
Yes, like exactly like this. You have to create another. Now this is wrapper 2. Now this is the second page which you were seeing in the framework. Okay, just like this. You have to create 5 of like this, and you have to change, add the content, add the image. And I will show you exactly how to straighten it, how to add a little bit of colors, how to make it into a card. Right? For example, this is a card, but I have not shown you how to make that card. So I'll show everything properly once we actually start doing the project for CSS. Okay. So that is the reason. Only keep as much as possible. Keep as the HTML is only for backbone. Remaining all is CSS where it comes in. We'll actually try to improve it while doing the project. Okay, but for now you do it as you want. Okay, as in you do it for HTML also. You do a little bit of CSS coloring also. Okay, but in the end of the project work, okay, in the end of the project work, I want the results to look like this. That means after the second project, I want the results to look something exactly like this. Understood? Yes. Any other questions,
Okay, sir.
guys? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Can we write the HR? Okay. Ibrahim, you're asking about the width of the HR line, right? Okay, that is a very interesting question. So, there are multiple ways of how you can actually, there's max, there are multiple properties with, actually, let me show it to you. I can show it to you when properties, tag properties. There we go. So, for HR specifically, okay, the reason HR is even a thing, okay, you can actually add an image also, you can directly add a line also. The reason why a lot of HR or horizontal row is there is because it has a little bit of how do you call this issue. Sometimes it loads, sometimes it will not load. Okay, that means whenever you add, for example, wait, not this, let's open up one. Whenever you want to show this line, sometimes it will load, sometimes it will not load. I have seen this personally happening in a lot of websites where the HR tag is very, how to say it, not that good. Okay, that is the reason we usually don't use, HR tags. We actually use more of border only. Okay, for example, if you are changing the dimension, sorry, if you're changing divisions, we add a little bit of border to that division, the bottom border, correct? But anyways, yeah, so here is how you can add a little bit of width. You cannot width, you can add, not this, you can change it here only. You can add a little bit of border. Wait, not this, hold on. Let's open up that exact, not height. The height is the one we're looking for. No, yeah, and you can add in the filling also. You can see color. It's black. Here. And yeah, now the color is also black. Wait, no, it's not black. It's not showing. I think it's because of this. And now it should run. Let's see. No, I think I have to write fill for display fill. Not color. Color also. Okay, it's not working here. Let's go for no. My border also. The color they've used, but how? I think I'm sorry, for the yeah. Let's change the width to 20 pixels. Okay, this is one way, but background color is what I was looking for. Okay. Color is also gray, color is also gray. Okay, I think you can change it with the height, okay, but I don't really prefer HR at all. Okay, so you can either change it with the height as in you can change the, let's change it to 10, I guess. Yeah, so that will create a border. Let's remove the border. One is, then this will create a gap. Okay, so okay, I think I'll get back to you on this. Even I'm not sure actually. Okay. Who was that? Ibrahim, right? So Ibrahim, can I get back to you? Okay. Can I use the navbar to navigate to exact content rather than the language? Yes. You can do that with the ID tag. I think also I can show it to you. Hold on. So for example, if we are creating a link, let's say a link which says #1, okay, or let's say about us. And about us, dash about, and you write here about us, something like this you create. Let's go to the document. Yeah, here is the folder. But if I click on this, I have to come to the image. Let's make it, let's say something like that. So for that, all I have to go to is the, okay, first of all, let me remove all of these. Okay, so let's say if I click on this about us, I should come directly to an image. For that, let me just create an ID. Okay, I give the same ID as about. So this is the same thing that I'll use. Now it says hashtag about us, sorry, about, right? Now this is linked to this thing. So let's say I have saved it here. Let's go up, let's click on this. Now I come directly to image. Okay, I think this is what you were asking about. Okay. Bootstrap ID, no, you can use Bootstrap ID, but again, you can use this ID also. Okay. Yes, Ibrahim, you have got one more question. Yes, any other guys, others, any other questions? This is a good time to ask for a project work as well. Okay, then change the underline color. Oh, okay. Underline color. Okay, the thing is, like I said, I don't memorize everything, right? So even I am not sure. Let's see, underline changes. Okay, so I think text properties. Here we go. I think no decoration. That's not what we're looking for. Let's say underlining color. We can change the how to change the underline color in CSS. Here we go. So you can use inline cut text. You change the underline here. CSS, where is the CSS? Okay, so yeah, you can directly say decoration color as red. Okay, this is I think a very good question. Who is that? Ibrahim, right? So Ibrahim, that's a really good question actually. Not able to get, okay, yes, Devros, you have asked something. I'm not able to get the exact font of wireframe. So can I use a bit? Yes, Devros, you don't have to match exactly 100% same font, but you can definitely use it. Okay. For Ibrahim, this is how you can change the text, color of the underline. Okay, I'm in the end of the project, but these things are still yet to be done. Okay, no problem, Ibrahim. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. The reason, okay, the one thing is, this is something which will, when you're actually moving forward with, actually making a career in web development, you'll understand that CSS is a very huge, bucket, right? If you try to memorize every single thing, it will basically eat up all your memory. Right, that is the reason many of the times I don't even I use Bootstrap or Google. I just copy this, right? Just like if say that I needed something like this, I just copy. I come Google, and I find this. I copy this and I use it directly. Right? There is no memorization which is needed at the end of the day. Right? Same thing. Even when you are developing any code, also, right? It's not that you memorize everything. You will definitely understand the structure of it. उसका structure आपको पता चल जाएगा, correct? But how to utilize the small things, right? This small thing, how do you use it? You don't have to memorize it. You can just keep it in a arsenal. Matlab, you can keep it in a bucket where you can, if you come to Google and you'll just type it, you'll get the answer immediately, right? So that is the major thing which you'll have to learn as a developer. Make sure you know how to get the answers even if you don't know it, right? Okay. Yes. Any other questions, guys? Any other question? I think we have covered many questions. I think we covered this.
Details of the project.
Oh, yes. Yes. So details of the project, again, I'll go through it one last time.
So one more question that it is, sir. Sir, it is important to use the wireframe for the project, or should I use any of the website from ourselves?
Dekho, if you're using any of the website on yourself, I have given you the topics. Only from there you have to choose.
So let's like the IT company and another topics you have given.
Yes, yes. So you have to do it in these topics only. Okay, you have to do it in these topics only. If you're choosing any other topic.
Just a minute, sir. I'm taking the screenshot.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's already in the Google Classroom. Not to worry.
Sir, can you send me the link of the Google Meet? I'm sorry, my drives. I'm not able to open the link.
Okay, this link. Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll actually put it in the group directly. So let's look at the link. I'll put directly in the okay. Okay.
Sir, can we send you the link of the website?
No, don't send me the link of what link are you talking about?
Sir, after making the website, if the zip file is not possible, then may I send you the link of the website?
No. Actually, I want it in the zip file. Any cost, you have to make it in the zip file. Why? See, the reason why it will not work is आपका links proper होनी चाहिए बस. मतलब internal linking should be good properly and it should be done properly. Then it will work. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. So I want only in zip file. Don't send me a video. Don't send me, this normal screenshot. No, I don't want. I want it in a zip file. Okay. That is considered as the complete project. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, and for the second project that you are saying that we have to do in the group, so I'm making a project for my final year. So can I start with that?
Yes, you can. You can do it for your project work. Only make sure that when you are doing it in a group, okay, you let me know. I'll actually put up a form where I'll ask you, are you doing the project which is for you? I mean, matlab, are you doing the wireframe project? I will ask. Okay, you have to say yes, no. If you are using the wireframe project, which wireframe are you using? If you're using the topics here, which topic are you using? Okay, and if you are doing your college project, okay, what is the college project name? I will take that. Okay.
That's
all. Yeah, done. Anything else, guys? Alright, guys. I think if you still have any questions, I'll take it for another 1 or 2 minutes. We have anyways, I think we have increased time. Okay. What I will do is I'll remain for another 1 or 2 minutes. This is the end of the class. If you still have questions, please put it in the chat box. I'll be right here for another 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for attending. If you have any questions, please be put in the chat box. Thank you, Shama. Thank you, Debraj. Thank you, Pragati, Veda Sai. Thank you, Vedika. All right. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Pratik.
Sir, this is not related to the project work or anything else. I want to know the knowledge of the information from you.
Okay.
Sir, just like in our next year, my 4th year, then I also said I'm making the project. So project work is only making by myself, or I can use it in a group, just like me and my friends, or 4 to 5 friends are making a project. So I can give it to them, or should I make it by my own?
Okay, I will give you a very complicated answer. इसके लिए, okay?
It's okay, sir.
Okay, so see, when you are doing any project, okay, you have to understand that you are not a perfectionist. मतलब आपको एक perfectionist नहीं बननी है. What is a perfectionist? मतलब I want it like this only. I want it like that only. I want it in this way. I want it in that way. Right? The reason I'm telling this is because future में, if you join a job or if you start your own company or if you have your own business, whatever it is, there's one skill what you need to develop, that is leadership or accountability skill. मतलब इसका मतलब क्या है पूछता हूँ, अब बताता हूँ. When you are working with a team, okay, there is one person who has no idea what to do, one person knows everything to do, right? Your job is going to be handling how the work will be divided among that team, right? So इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ, don't do it alone, do it in a team. हाँ, there will be a lot of problems coming in. People will be like lazy, I will not do it. One person will do the complete project sometimes, right? But as a leader in the future, for anything related to whatever work you want to do, you have to understand now is the right time to actually learn all of this. In the later on, you'll be stuck with work, you'll be stuck with so many other things. आपको सीखने की मौका नहीं मिलेगा, right? This is where you learn. You do it in a team, ठीक है? See what is the project, see how you can streamline it. Streamlining का मतलब क्या है? Create a system. मतलब मैं अगर 3 लोगों के साथ काम कर रहा हूँ, 2 people will get this done, only then I will move into other the other person, right? So there are different ways how you can do the project. Okay, so do it in a team project.
Okay,
if you are like, no, I know how my project should look like, if I do it in a team, वो लोग सही से नहीं करेंगे, it is up to you, right? लेकिन at the end of the day, it is all about how you are coordinating with everybody. ठीक है? I
ठीक है,
hope
sir.
that's the reason I said this answer is a little complicated.
No, sir, it's a simple answer.
Yeah, I hope it helps. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, thank you so much for joining in. If there's any questions, I'll take it up in the next class. All right. See you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye Gaurav. Bye Gautam. Ram Ram. Ram Ram Pratik. Again, guys, don't mind me saying Ram Ram. I respect all religions, so don't worry. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next class.